Hello, my dear students. Assalamu alaikum. How are you? Hope all of you are fine. I'm Mahmoud Hassan Masood, lecturer, Department of English, Narshindi Government College, Narshindi. I welcome all of you to my online class. Dear students, this is my first class with you. This is my first class for the students of class 11. Dear students, you are new to the college, you are freshers. You have chosen this college to take your admission. You have great expectations in your life. Dear students, I think by taking admission in this college, you have taken a right decision. Your decision is perfect. As you know, all the teachers of our college are highly educated and very skilled in their respective field or area. Dear students, you have just started your HSC, and this is a very crucial stage. This is a very important stage in your life. Dear students, if you utilize your time properly, if you study very hard from the very beginning of the year, if you follow the instructions of your teachers, I can assure you, you will have a bright future, you will have a great future. You will have a great career, dear students. On the other hand, if you waste your time idly, if you do not follow the instructions of your teachers, if you do not attend your classes regularly, then it will be very difficult for you to make a great career. So dear students, it's my suggestion for you. Try to study very hard from the very beginning of the year. Dear students, you know, we are passing through a very difficult time. The whole world has been affected with COVID-19. The students, COVID-19 has caused a great damage, great harm to every aspect of our life. You know, our educational institutions in Bangladesh are closed. That's why we, the teachers, honorable teachers, are taking online classes for you. And thanks to college authority for arranging online classes for the students so that the students can continue with their studies during this difficult time of COVID-19. So dear students, I hope you will attend all the classes that your teachers are taking, and you will try to study from the very early of the year, from the beginning of the year. And dear students, I welcome you again to Narshindi Government College. Without making any delay, let's start our class. My dear students, I would like to take this part of my class on PowerPoint presentation. Welcome to my class again. Dear students, welcome to Narshindi Government College. Dear students, at first I'm going to talk about my outline of lecture 1. You can see, dear students, at first I'm going to talk about guidelines or suggestions for the students. Then I'm going to talk about syllabus and marks distribution of HSC examination. Then I'm going to talk about syllabus and marks distribution of half-yearly examination. Then I'm going to show you question pattern, and I'm also going to give you a list of books. Dear students, these are the areas today I am going to talk about for you. And dear students, I am taking this class on PowerPoint presentation as you can easily understand everything. Dear students, at first I am going to give you some guidelines or suggestions that are necessary to follow. The students, my guidelines or suggestions for you are: respect your teachers and follow the instructions of your teachers, follow, maintain proper etiquette and manners, attend classes regularly, study hard from the very beginning, increase proficiency in English. Dear students, teachers are noble persons. Teachers always think of the betterment of the students. So always try to respect your teachers, because at the end of the day, you will learn many things from your teachers, and try to follow the instructions of your teachers, and they will give you very important information. So they will give you very important suggestions that will help you to make a successful career, that will help you to do well in the examination. So dear students, at any cost, respect your teachers, and never misbehave with the teacher, never misbehave with the teachers. At the same time, try to behave well with your classmates and other staffs of the college. The students, and there are some etiquette and manners, there are some classroom etiquette and manners, and try to follow all the norms and regulations while you are in a classroom. The students, attending my classes regularly is vital part of learning. Students who attend classes regularly, he learns many things, and he can use his actually he can use his learning in his exams also. The students, and try to study hard from the very beginning of the year. Sometimes many students think that they will start studying hard at the later part of the year, but sometimes it becomes too late when they cannot actually study with attention, because they cannot cover their syllabuses very soon. The students, and try to increase proficiency in English, which is very much needed for a student. And the importance of learning English. English is great. Actually, the importance of learning English cannot be described in word. English is an international language. Many countries of the world are using English as official or semi-official language, and people throughout the world are using English for different purposes. Actually, English has become a common language for the world community. And as a student, you need to know English properly to do many things. Actually, to have a great career, to do well in the examination. You need to know English properly to get good marks in your exam, dear students. And after completing your SSC exam, you will sit for admission test of different public universities, medical colleges, and engineering universities. To get admitted into good public universities, you should have a good command in English. You have to make a good result in English, and you need to learn English to get a good job after completing your study. And if you want to study, if you want to take higher educations, English is also very much needed there. And if you want to make a great career, English is mandatory today. And now in this present age, you cannot think of without English, dear students. And for this, dear students, I'd like to give you some suggestions how you can actually do well in your English, how you can increase your proficiency in English. Dear students, at any cost, you have to increase your proficiency in English. For this, you have to complete your English syllabuses first. You have to complete your syllabuses of English first paper and English second paper first. At the same time, you can read English newspaper daily. You can watch English movies. You can listen to news on BBC and other channels. You can write at least one para on your notebook every day in English. And most importantly, you can try to communicate with others in English, particularly especially with your teachers, friends, and family members. If you follow these instructions, if you follow the instructions of your teachers, I think your proficiency in English will be better, certainly will be better. And
These are the instructions or guidelines, dear students. I think will help you to help you to be a better student, will make you a better student, and will help you to make a great career, to develop your learning, dear students. Students, let's move to the next slide. Dear students, now I am going to talk about the syllabus and marks distribution of your English first paper. And you can see English first paper carries 100 marks, and there are 11 items, 11 topics in your English first paper. Let us see at a glance what are the topics, what are the items we have in English first paper and marks they carry. Students, you can see question number 1, 1A, question number A of 1, MCQ, guessing meaning from context, 5 marks. MCQ, there will be 5 MCQs. Each MCQ carries 1 mark, in total 5 marks. Then question number 1B, B of 1, comprehension questions, open-ended questions relating to analysis, synthesis and evaluation. And question number B of 1 carries 10 marks, dear students. Then you can see question number 2, information transfer or flowchart, 10 marks. Question number 3, summarizing, 10 marks. Question number 4, close test with close, 5 marks. Question number 5, close test without close, 10 marks. Question number 6, rearranging of sentences, 10 marks. Question number 7, writing paragraph answering questions, 10 marks. Question number 8, completing a story, 7 marks. Question number 9, writing informal letters or emails, 5 marks. Question number 10, analyzing maps, graphs, charts, 10 marks. Question number 11, appreciating short stories or poems. That means identifying the theme, subject matter, and interpretation. This question carries 8 marks. In total, you can see 100 marks for your English first paper, dear students. Dear students, in the next slides, I will explain you, I will try to give you a proper idea of the of every questions, of every pattern of question pattern, dear students. Let us see what we have in the next slide, dear students. Dear students, now I am going to talk about the question pattern of English first paper. I'm going to show you the question pattern of each and every item, dear students. You know there are 11 items in your first paper, and I'm going to give you a proper idea of every question. I'm going to show you every question pattern so that you can easily understand and you can easily answer, dear students, on your answer scripts. The students, here you can see question number 1, and you can see a passage, dear students, and this passage will be said from your English textbook, and MCQ and question answers will follow this passage. Actually, MCQ and questions will be said from this passage, dear students. And you see there are 4 alternatives for MCQ, dear students, multiple choice questions, and there are 5 multiple choice questions, and each question carries 1 mark. In total, there are 5 questions and 5 marks, dear students. And here you can see some questions. Actually, there are 5 questions, and each question carries 2 marks, in total 10 marks, and these questions will be said from the passage. And you certainly know, dear students, as I have mentioned earlier, this passage will be said from your English textbook, dear students. Dear students, here you can see question number 2 of English first paper, and a flowchart, dear students. This is flowchart, and you can see a passage, and this passage is said from your English first paper, English textbook, dear students. English textbook is very important for you, dear students. Many questions will be said from this English textbook, and you can see the flowchart, and information is given in the first box, and you have to fill up the other boxes with information that are instructed, dear students. Dear students, here you can see summarize the following text. Question number 3, summarizing. Summarize the following text, and you can see a short passage here, and this passage will also be set from the English textbook, dear students. And this question number 3, summarizing the following text, carries 10 marks, dear students. Let us see what we have on this slide. The students, you can see, fill in the gaps with the given clause in the box. Question number 4 of English first paper, and filling in the gaps with the given clause in the box. There are 10 clause given in the box, dear students, and there are 10 gaps. So you have to fill in the gaps with the given clause, and each gap, actually each gap carries 0.5 marks. In total 10 marks. For there are 10 gaps and 5 marks, you can see. The students, question number 5 of English first paper, and you can see the questions, fill in the gaps without clause. There will not be given any clause, and you have to fill in the gaps, and there are 10 gaps and 10 marks for you, dear students. And it's not easy, and you have to study very hard, dear students, to actually fill in these gaps. You have to know, you have to have a vast vocabulary, dear students. Dear students, question number 6, rearranging the following sentences to make a coherent order. You can see question number 6 is rearrangement of sentences. There are 10 sentences, and sentences are jumbled, are not in proper order, and you have to put all the sentences in proper order, and you have to you have to make a coherent paragraph, dear students. You have to put all the sentences in proper order, in coherent order, dear students. I think you are familiar with this topic, and I think you have already done rearranging of sentences in your SHC level, dear students. Students, here you can see part 2 of English first paper, writing test, and you can see question number 7, 8, and 9. Question number 7 is writing a paragraph. Question number 8 is completing a story, and question number 9 is writing an email, writing an informal email or informal letter. You may face this type of question, dear students. And when you are going to write a paragraph, you have to follow some questions, and some questions will be given there, and you have to write your paragraph following the questions. And here you can see, write a paragraph on Facebook on the basis of the answer to the following questions in about 200 words. So you have to write your paragraph in about 200 words. Then you can see question number 8, completing story. Look at the instruction. Read the beginning of the following story. The story is incomplete. Use your imagination and complete. You have to give a suitable title to it. Question marks 7 marks actually has been allotted. The students, so there will be a story, beginning of the story. The story is incomplete, will be incomplete, and you have to use your imagination to complete the story, and you need to give a suitable title to the story. You can use a moral to the story, dear students. Now question number 9, writing an email, writing an informal email or writing an informal letter, dear students, and this email carries 5 marks. Here you can see the instructions. Write an email to your friend showing sympathy for his father's death. Let's move to the next slide, dear students. Question number 10, and actually question number 10 is explaining graph chart. Here you can see a question is given for you, dear students, so that you can understand how the question pattern is. The graph shows the favorite subjects of 200 students. Describe the chart in 150 words. You should highlight and summarize the information given in the chart. Dear students, here you can see a graph, you can see a chart, dear students. So you have to explain this chart. You have to explain this chart in 150 words. And when you are going to write on this chart, on this graph, you should highlight and summarize the information given in the chart, dear students. Then let's move to the next slide, dear students. Yes, students, here you can see question number 11 of English first paper, and last and final question of final question of English first paper, writing down the theme of the poem. Yes, students, you can see a poem. This poem is said from your English textbook, English main book, English for today, but sometimes you may face unknown poems, so you have to be prepared. You have to read some other poems, some other famous and familiar poems of different English writers, dear students. If you want to actually make this poem common, then you have to have vast reading, dear students. And you can see you have to write this poem within 50 words. You cannot actually write this poem, you cannot make your theme elaborate, dear students. This question carries 8 marks for you. So dear students, here I have tried to give you a clear idea of every questions of English first paper. I think this will help you to a great extent to understand the question pattern and to study well, dear students. Dear students, you can see the cover page of your English textbook, English main book, English for today. Dear students, you need to buy this book. You need to get this book as soon as possible. This is a very important book because you have seen 3 passages and 1 poem have been said in your question paper from this book. Dear students, this is a very standard book. All the vocabularies are very standard. Some of the famous personalities of our country have written this book and edited this book. So try to get this book as early as possible. And of course, in my next class, I will try to teach you from this book. Yes, students, now I am going to talk about the syllabus and marks distribution of English second paper. You can see English second paper carries 100 marks like English first paper. Yes, students, there are 2 parts in your English second paper question. Part 1 grammar and part 2 composition. Dear students, for grammar there are 12 items and each item carries 5 marks, altogether 60 marks for your grammatical topics, grammatical items, and next 40 marks is for composition part. Dear students, let us see what are the grammatical topics or other topics we have in English second paper. Let us see at a glance what are the topics we have and marks the grammatical and other topics carry, dear students. At first you can see for grammatical topics, question number 1, articles. Question number 2, use of prepositions. Question number 3, special use of some words and phrases. Question number 4, completing sentences. Question number 5, use of verbs, right from verbs and subject verb agreement as per context. Question number 6, transformation of sentences, change of voice, sentence types, degrees, etc. Question number 7, direct and indirect speech, narrative style. Question number 8, pronoun reference or pronoun agreement. Question number 9, use of modifiers. Question number 10, use of sentence connectors. Question number 11, use of synonym and antonym. Question number 12, punctuation and use of capitals. These are the 12 grammatical items we have, dear students, in grammar part. Then in composition part we have question number 13, formal letter or email, 8 marks. Question number 14, report writing for newspapers, newspaper report writings, 10 marks. Question number 15, paragraphs, 10 marks. And final one, Question number 16, writing composition, 14 marks. Altogether in total, the students, we have 100 marks in your English second paper questions. The students are now, I will tell you in detail of every question. That means I am going to show you every question pattern, dear students, so that you can easily understand and you can it becomes easy for you to answer in exam, dear students. Dear students, dear students, here you can see question number 1 and question number 2 of English second paper from part A, grammar part, the students. Question number 1 is articles. You can see the instructions. Fill the blanks in the following text with articles as necessary. Some of the blanks may not require an article. Put a cross in those articles. There are 10 gaps, dear students, and for each gap, zero point 0.5 marks has been allotted. In total, 5 marks for article. Then go to the next question, dear students. Question number 2, you can see complete the text with suitable prepositions. Suitable prepositions, and there are also 10 gaps, dear students, and 5 marks has been allotted for prepositions. As you know, dear students, there are 12 items and 60 marks, 12 grammatical items, and each grammatical item, dear students, carries 5 marks. In total, 60 marks for your grammar in English second paper. Let's move to the next slide, dear students. Here you can see question number 3, dear students. Look at the instructions, look at the question pattern, dear students. I think this grammatical topic is new for you. Complete the sentences with suitable phrase, words, or words given in the box. There are there are 10 gaps, 10 questions, and each question carries 0.5 marks, altogether 5 marks, dear students. And suitable words or phrases will be given in the box, and you have to put the correct words or phrases, and dear students, in the correct gap. Next question, dear students, question number 4 in the second paper. Question number 4, complete the sentences with suitable phrases and clause. Dear students, you have to complete the sentences using suitable phrases and clause. 10 questions as usual, and 5 marks has been allotted. Dear students, then here you can see question number 5. Question number 5 is right from verb. Dear students, here you can see, you can read the instruction here. Read the text and fill in the gaps with the correct form of verbs as per subject and context. Okay, there will be a passage, dear students, and there will be 10 gaps, and you have to actually put the correct form of verbs, dear students, following the subject and context. As usual, there is 5 marks for your right form verbs, correct form verbs, dear students. Then, dear students, question number 6 of English second paper. Here you can see, read the text and change the sentences as directed. Transformation of sentences, dear students. Here, dear students, you have to you have to change the sentences actually following the instructions given within the brackets, dear students. Here you have to actually transform the sentences, change the sentences, maybe into passive, maybe into negative, maybe into active, maybe into complex or simple or compound sentences, or vice versa, dear students. So 5 questions here, 5 questions. Each question carries 1 marks, dear students. Dear students, here you can see question number 7 and 8. Question number 7 is change the narrative style. changing narrative style. Maybe you have to change the narrative style into direct speech or indirect speech. Dear students, here you can see an example of indirect speech, and you have to change it into direct speech, dear students. So 5 marks as usual for this grammatical topic, changing of narrative style, dear students. Then you can see question number 8. Identify the unclear pronoun references. Pronoun references. Look at the instructions given, dear students. Identify the unclear pronoun references in the following paragraph. Where necessary, rewrite the sentence so that all pronoun references are clear. So, dear students, I think this grammatical topic is new to you, and here there will be a passage, there will be a paragraph, and there will be actually unclear pronoun references. So at first what you have to do, identify the unclear pronoun references, and then you have to rewrite the sentences correctly so that all pronoun references are clear, become clear, dear students. Dear students, question number 9. Read the following text and use modifiers as directed in the blank spaces. Use of modifiers. I think this is also new for you, dear students. This was not included in your SSC syllabus, I think. And this is a new item, grammatical item for you, dear students. Use of modifiers. You can see there is a passage or paragraph, and there are 10 gaps, and you have to fill in the gaps, dear students, using proper modifiers, post modifiers, or pre modifiers, and dear students, and you can follow the instructions given within the bracket, dear students. Then, dear students, question number 10 of English second paper. Use of sentence connectors. Use appropriate sentence connectors. I think you have done this grammatical topic in your SSC level, but this time in this level it is much more difficult than your previous level, dear students, than SSC level. And here, dear students, there are 10 gaps, and each gap carries 0.5 marks, in total 5 marks for you, dear students. And here you have to use correct sentence connectors, proper sentence connectors, to connect the sentences, dear students, to make the passage coherent, dear students. Then, dear students, you can see question number 11, antonym or synonym. Dear students, there will be a passage or there will be a paragraph, and words will be underlined, and you have to actually change these words. You have to write down the synonym and antonym of those words. Dear students, for these questions, you should actually have a vast knowledge in vocabulary. Great. Dear students, here you can see question number 12, question number 12 of English second paper, last grammatical topics of English second paper. And here it is use of punctuation marks and capitals, dear students. Here you can see dialogue is given, and there are some errors, and what we have to correct the errors and write down the passage or write down the dialogue again on answer script, and we can also underline the correction, dear students, so that teachers can easily actually see. The students, here you can see part B of English second paper, part B composition part. Part B carries 40 marks here, and part B consists of question number 13, 14, 15, and 16. Let us see what we have in question number 13. The students, in question number 13 we have formal email or formal letter, that means application. And then go to question number 14. In question number 14 we have report writing, newspaper report writing, dear students. Here you can see there is a report, we have to write a report. Let us see the instruction. Suppose you are a reporter of the Daily Star of a newspaper. Now write a report on the bad effects of using harmful chemicals in foods and fruits. So this is a newspaper report. We have to write a newspaper report, and for newspaper report we have 8 marks. And let us see question number 15. Question number 15 is writing a paragraph. Writing a paragraph, 10 marks for the paragraph. And here you can see a paragraph. We have to write a paragraph on maintaining of good health. Then, dear students, go to the next point, go to the next question. That is my final question of English second paper. Question number 16, write a composition on any topic. Writing a composition on any topic. Here we can see we have to write a composition on advantages and disadvantages of city life. So composition actually carries 14 marks, dear students. So dear students, these are the questions. There are 16 questions in English second paper, and I have tried to give you a clear idea of all the questions so that the students you can easily understand your question pattern, and I think it will help you to actually study, the students. Now let's move to the next slide, dear students. The students, now I'm going to talk about syllabus and marks distribution of half yearly examination 2020. The students, as you can see, class 11 subject English marks 100. And just as you can see, in our college we teach English first paper and English second paper together. And for your half yearly examination, 50 marks has been allotted from English first paper and 50 marks has been allotted from English second paper. In total 100 marks for your English exam. So let us see what are the topics we have in your English first paper and in your English second paper as well, and the marks the topics carry, dear students. Dear students, you can see for your English first paper topics, English for today, Unit 1 to Unit 6. Unit 1 to Unit 6 from English for today, English textbook, dear students. And from this textbook, you will have MCQ, question answer and flowchart, and 25 marks for your MCQ, question answers and flowchart. 5 marks for MCQ, 5 marks for 10 marks for question and answers, and 10 marks for flowchart. Then question number 2, paragraph, writing paragraph, 10 marks. Then question number 3, email writing, informal email writing or informal letter, 5 marks. Then question number 4, summary writing, 10 marks. And in total 50 marks from your English first paper. Then, dear students, let us see what we have for English second paper topics. Grammar, question number 1, grammar. Dear students, there are 5 grammatical topics. There will be 5 grammatical topics for you, and 5 grammatical topics carry 25 marks. Let us see what are the grammatical topics, what are the grammar, articles, appropriate prepositions, uses of words and phrases, completing sentences, right form of verbs. These are the 5 grammatical topics we have, dear students, in English second paper. And for composition part, we have report writing 10 marks, newspaper report writing 10 marks, and composition writing 15 marks. In total 50 marks for English second paper and 50 marks for English first paper. In total 100 marks for English exam, the students, for your half yearly examination 2020. So this syllabus or this marks distribution will help you actually to take preparations for your half yearly exam 2020, dear students. Now, dear students, I'm going to stop here. My class lecture 1 concludes here. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much for watching me. Dear students, in this class, I have given you some guidelines or suggestions. I think these guidelines or suggestions will help you to become a better student, to continue your study in this college, dear students. And dear students, I have also talked about syllabus and marks distribution of your HSC exam syllabus and marks distribution of your half yearly exam. I have shown you question pattern of English first paper and English second paper. Dear students, I think my class will help you to a great extent. Dear students, I think I will come back very soon with another class. I wish you all the best, dear students. Stay safe, stay blessed. Thank you. Thank you very much for joining me, dear students.